Dean Legge and Matt DeBary here, going to talk about G-Day recruiting. Welcome to another edition of Riding Home on Dog Post. Welcome to everyone on YouTube, SoundCloud, etc. If you hear the noise in the background, we're still at the game, but we do want to talk about recruiting real quick. A lot of stars here today, Matt.
Yeah, five-star Keely Ringo was accompanied by Kirby Smart before the scrimmage. Kirby walked out with Keely Ringo, had him right by his side. That was definitely something that I noticed. Five-star target from the Phoenix area, Arizona area in Scottsdale. He's a major target. Georgia's going to be fighting Texas and maybe a few others. I think it's a Georgia-Texas battle right now for the five-star out there. Running back Kendall Milton, California, was here. He was spotted having a good time, had his Georgia gear on. Good-looking prospect there. So many more, obviously. Five-star Eric Gilbert, a big target out of Marietta, was here. Tate Ratledge, four-star offensive tackle, priority in this class for Georgia. He was here. Zykevius Walker, who you saw at Ashley County, was here. So many guys. Mikael Sherman, five-star linebacker, is here on his official visit. I think Georgia leads for him right now. It's going to be a Georgia-Ohio State battle. This is his second visit to Georgia this year. He's probably going to make a commitment later this summer. Possibly sooner, so that's something we're keeping an eye on. So 3 5-stars from out of state, so many more in state, including some of the best players in Georgia for 2021. So many kids here, Dean.
If someone commits, you think it will be an Athens area kid?
I think it could be Lenneth Whitehead, 4-star linebacker from Athens Academy, right down the road. Picked up a Georgia offer late in March. I think that was really big for him. If I had to make a guess right now, I do think that he is probably the guy who could jump on Georgia's commitment list next.
You know, with so many kids, the weather didn't really help out today. I thought it would be a much bigger crowd. It was not. But there were a ton of kids here today, for sure.
Yeah, we definitely tried to get as many pictures as we could, and we did get a lot, but the weather, it was raining beforehand. All the recruits were on the field, getting to their seats. It was raining then, but you could definitely tell they were having a good time. They were laughing, smiling. They were bundled up. It was a little cold. They had their rain jackets on. It was tough to tell who was out here and who wasn't, but again, it's hard to miss a few of these guys. And again, you know, what stood out was, again, Keely Ringo was right next to Kirby Smart. It could take the average fan to realize, hey, this kid is a big deal. He's a guy to keep an eye on. So definitely something that I noticed there.
Any other sort of thoughts from today? One thing you said to me before the game started was, I don't know if people will care about this or not, but there's going to be a ton of high-level 2021s here from the state and I guess beyond.
Yeah, I mean, the state of Georgia 2021 has some of the country's best offensive linemen and wide receivers, and a couple of them were here today. All the big guys are on the 2020 prospects, as expected. They should be. Those are the big guys.
We only have 6 months really left until they sign.
Right, but you know, Kirby Smart and this staff, you know, they're recruiting kids, you know, who are freshmen in high school right now. So there are so many 2021 kids with Georgia offers who are really, really good who are here. So maybe some behind-the-scenes stuff. A lot of people don't pay attention to these 2021 kids, but this is always a great weekend to get some of these younger guys on campus. They might not get the attention as these 2025 stars, but to get these guys on campus, you know, for an environment like this is always a big deal.
Any other sort of final thoughts here? I mean, obviously we think there will be at least one commitment. You never really know how many they will wind up with.
You never know. There's guys who can silently commit to the staff. Yeah. You know, and might tell them the news, but it might not be public till a month, a week later. We don't know, but it's always a very good weekend for recruiting. No matter how many public commitments Georgia gets this weekend, this is successful based on, you know, there's not a lot of other spring games, you know, around.
Yeah.
So all eyeballs are on Athens, Georgia this weekend. That's where all the recruits are. So it's a really, really big deal. And again, there were probably more 5-star kids here than there were for Auburn last year or Tennessee at home last year. And those were big games for recruits, but I haven't seen anything like it was today.
All right, Dean Legge and Matt DeBary, go over to dogpost.com, and we appreciate y'all listening to us. This has been another edition of Riding Home on Dog Post.